The QS120 e-bike did 64 miles per hour and 2.69 0 to 30 with a 2.86 ratio, a 40 on the rear sprocket and a 14 on the motor. So that's really highway geared, but it has so much torque that it was able to pull that gear no problem. The 2.69 0 to 30 time was barely using any power taking off, and then you have to get in it slowly because it has so much torque that you really can't use the low end power. So to take advantage of some of that torque, I'm gonna swap out that 40 rear sprocket for this 37 rear sprocket, a 2.64 ratio. And then I'll take it out for a 0 to 30 in top speed, and we'll see if we can launch it a little bit better and maybe get a little bit more top speed, but hopefully still retain the 2-second 0 to 30 times. I'm probably gonna have to remove a couple links off this chain because I don't think I have enough adjustment on the motor. So pull this wheel off of here. Alright, so this 40 sprocket, I think, has the same size hub hole as the 37. So it'll be really hub centric on there, even though I'm going to have to drill out the holes because I think they're off just a little bit. Pull the sprocket off of here. Alright. If you look at the hub on these aftermarket sprockets, they're really hub centric, they're really tight. I mean, they fit perfect. And then you take the stock sprocket and it's really loose on there. So the aftermarket sprockets are definitely more true than the stock sprocket. But anyway, so now I'm going to drill the holes in this one. Mark this with the stock sprocket, mark the holes. So to make sure that I get the holes in the exact right spot, I'm going to put the socket in here. It fits exactly in the sprocket, and then it fits exactly on this one. At least that way I'll know I'll get the holes right. There we go, so let's drill them right there. So I got the factory sprocket and the aftermarket sprocket clamped together. So let's drill through the factory holes to make sure it's centered. Okay, got the holes drilled. So anyway, let me pop the sprocket on here. Throw some Loctite on these, just to be safe. Alright, so there we go, 37 rear sprocket. Let's see if that makes a difference. Install this wheel back on here. Nice and true on there. So that'll work. So let me see how much chain I need now. So it looks like now I can just get by without using a master link. It's just pulling the chain apart right here and reconnecting it with the breaker. All right, got one link off there. So I'll put it back together right there. There we go. Got that back together. All right, got the chain back on there. It's like a perfect tension, actually. I don't really have to adjust the tension on it at all. Take this out for 0 to 30 and top speed, and I'll see if I can beat 2.69 0 to 30. We'll see if it still has that low end that I did before, and around 64 miles an hour. Zero to 30, QS120, 37 tooth rear sprocket. Man, that thing's quick. Yeah, that didn't tame it at all. You can't even get on it all the way at all. Not even close. Okay, so it's 0 to 30 and 2.93. So it's easily in the 2-second range, and I'm not even getting on it. You try it again. Let me try and get a better launch. 0 to 30, QS120. All right, let's see what we did. 2.86, 0 to 30. Let me see if I can do it again. Okay, third attempt, 0 to 30. QS120. A 2.67. So we bettered the 0 to 30 times by a couple hundredths of a second, and I could totally be faster than that or quicker than that if I learn how to launch it. So that didn't hurt the low end at all. We do a top speed run. Top speed run, QS120, 37 rear sprocket. Did a top speed of 66.57, so it picked up a couple miles per hour top speed and was actually quicker. So dropping down to a smaller gear, or more of a highway gear, the 2.64 ratio, 37 tooth, the bike got quicker and faster. So with a 2.86 ratio, 40 on the rear sprocket, I was able to get 2.69 0 to 30, and that's not getting on it all the way. And then 63.95, and then I installed the 37 rear sprocket, 2.64 ratio, and I was able to get 2.67, even a little quicker. But I can still get quite a bit more quick than that, just with some practice or stretch the bike. And then top speed was 66.57, so it gained a few miles per hour. I think with all the torque this motor produces, I could maintain the 0 to 30 times and gain quite a bit more top speed with even a higher gear ratio.